What's up, Transfandom? This is Ben here in China, and today we're going to take a look at the Oculamax Remix 01C, the Jaguar Sail. This is Oculamax's masterpiece interpretation of the anime Ravage with the cage. And here's a very quick look at the box art from the front, one side, the other side, the top, the bottom, ages 15 and up, and the back. And here's the box comps. So let's crack this guy open. The cage, key and the extended claw, and Ravage himself. Jeez, this thing is heavy. Okay, let's get down to the review. So here's Ravage in the tape mode. Nothing much I can really say about the tape mode itself. No articulation, the wheels here don't turn, there's no film over here. It is a big tape. You do get a very nice cassette cover with instructions inside, which is pretty cool. Oh, and a collector card. There you go. A nice transformation sequence of Jaguar and the two modes. And Jaguar fits very nicely and snugly inside the cassette cover. So here's Ravage from the front, from the side, the other side, top, the bottom, and the back. And here's the comp with an official tape.
Initiating VisScan technology.
Using my VisScan tech, here are the painted ad bits. This silver piece here, and the leg section here.
Employing Cold Sense technology.
Using my Cold Sense tech, here are the die-cast bits. From what I can feel, it's these leg section here.
Compiling Toon Screen technology.
Using my Toon Screen tech, here are the cartoon accurate bits. Nope, sorry. And for the non-cartoon accurate bits, here. Over here and here, yeah, and here. So here's Ravage in the Ravage mode. First we have this little claw thing that you can attach to Ravage like that. But I think the orientation of this should be the other way around. But what do I know? You also got this key and it fits very nicely into the cage. The cage is a bit warped, you can see from here, but it opens up very nicely. And here is the wonderful, magnificent beast himself, Ravage. He has a lot of moving parts and is highly articulated due to the non-conformity of this neck shoulder joints here. And you can get Ravage to do all kinds of nice, wonderful poses. It even has this extended piston-like piece. You can see that. So when you turn Ravage's head around, it will extend and contract as needed. So here's Ravage from the front, from the side, the other side, the back, the bottom, and the top. So here are the two Ravages side by side, and there's really no comparison. This guy is really small and looks like a little puppy compared to what we have here. In terms of the appearance, over here you definitely see a lot more squared out, hollowed tape pieces, and the main body is really thin and long. And there isn't a lot of articulation except for the limb joints. With the official, it definitely looks a little bit more like an animal with very smooth out pieces here. You still get to see a bit of the tape sections there, but in terms of what you see on the limbs, it really does look more like an animal. So here's how the two compare with each other from the front, from the side, the other side, the back, the bottom, and the top. Let's do some comps. Here is Ravage with Ravage, Rumble, Bumblebee, Reflector, Sunstreaker, Sunstorm, Shockwave, Soundwave, and Megatron. Let's go through the articulation checklist, shall we?
Initiating VisScan technology.
Using my VisScan tech, here are the painted app bits. The eyes, the teeth, the jaws, in the mouth in here, the limb section over here, and the missile pods.
Employing Cold Sense technology.
Using my Cold Sense tech, here are the die cast bits over here, and the legs down here.
Compiling Toon Screen technology.
Using my VisScan tech, here are the cartoon accurate bits, the snout here and the jaws, the silhouette of the shoulders piece here, and maybe a bit of the silhouette of the hind leg piece there. And that's about it. In terms of non-cartoon accurate bits, the details over there, the details here, the lack of details over there, the extra circular detail there, the details here, the hind legs over there, the belly section, the shape of the missile pods and the lack of the details on the missile pods there, and how the paws look. So that's it for this review. What do I think about this toy? Let's talk about 3 things that I enjoyed about this particular toy. The first thing that I like about this toy is the crazy good articulation that we get out of Ocular Max toys in general, and this is no exception. You got a lot of highly maneuverable pieces that give life to the toy itself in terms of posing it onto your shelves or shelf. Second thing I like about this toy, look at this wonderful head sculpt and the articulated jaws. This really gives life to the toy itself, and it really does remind you of Ravage, even though the rest of the body don't really look too much like Ravage. It has the silhouette of a Ravage, but you know, when you get down to the nitty-gritty details, it falls apart. But this head sculpt definitely reminds you of Ravage, so that is great thing. The third thing I like about this toy, the anime look. I love how Ocular Max is doing the anime repaint, and they're starting off with this magnificent piece here, and it looks great. It's simple looking, plain, but that's how I like it. What about the one thing that I think that could have been done better? I think to give us a little bit more toe articulation. It's good over here, but for the hind legs, it's very limited in terms of maneuverability here. So when I try to get down to my crouching, really low crouching pose, this toes here kind of falls apart. But maybe that's just anatomically correct in terms of how you pose Ravage. But a little bit more articulation on the toe pieces would have been awesome. So would I recommend getting this toy? Well, it's just kind of a bummer, right? If you buy this little toy, you gotta just upgrade everything that you got from the official line. And that's the thing that has kept me from buying the original release of Ravage, even though it looked really nice. And I really wanted to buy the original Ravage from Ocular Max, but they sold out and the prices just went through the roof on eBay and stuff like that. But since they released this, it's a bit more pricey, 80 bucks around there, but it includes the cage, which gives it a bit more playability. And you know, the scale wise, that's in the eyes of the beholder, but I do think that this is a little bit too big in terms of the official Japanese reference scale chart that were provided to the animation studios to follow as a guideline. So it's really up to you. It looks great. I think I will have a lot of fun playing with this toy and getting him to pose, but that call is just really subjective. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Please leave them in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share button, and also hit the sub and bell icon for more future videos. Again, this is Ben here in China signing off, and I'll see you on the flip side.